Okay, everybody, welcome. We are here at Southern Utah Shooting Sports Park, and we are doing some work for SUPS, Southern Utah Practical Shooters. We're going to do a couple redesigned bays here. Not really redesigned, just a little bit different, changing them up. So we're just moving some dirt. This would be day 2. Day 1, I extended the parking area and created a little more space for us to extend a dividing berm between bays 1 and 2. So right now I've got a giant pile of dirt here. I'll back up and maybe you guys can see it. Quite long. It's off to the right there. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. Who knows? Anyway, we're just in the loader. Just going to be focusing on moving all this dirt out of the way here. And that'll be cool. We're just going to pile it up. I'm going to create a big old pile. We've already created one big old pile, so be a continuation. Day 1 was a long day. I mean, longer than some, but not as long as others. I did probably 6 or 8 hours of work, maybe 6 hours, moving that, extending that berm up on that hillside. I don't know if you can see that. And then opened up about 150 feet of parking area, about 40 feet. So I dug a whole bunch of material out. So we succeeded in what the goal was in extending the parking area. Now we're tearing down this berm, the dividing berm, the existing dividing berm between bays 1 and 2. And then we're going to replace it with a shorter berm, because these berms are higher than they need to be by about 10 feet. So we're going to shorten that berm up to about 15 feet tall, which will narrow the berm up also to about 30 feet, an approximate 30 feet, which will give a great deal more width to the shooting bays, and it'll allow us to build length on the berm, which will give it depth. So we're going to achieve some more depth, probably 10 yards more. And then we're going to have obvious width advantage there. So they'll be able to host, I guess they'll be able to host national matches of some sort. Some sort of shooting stuff that I don't really know about, all right? So I'm in this Caterpillar, I think it's a 325 or something like that. It's a little guy. I wish we had a bigger one because it would make this process a little bit easier and a little bit faster. It's already going very quick, but the bigger loader would make the piling of the dirt a lot more nifty. So that being said, we're all right. We're doing just fine. Excuse me. I ate 1/4 of my lunch, which is 1/2 a sandwich. I can't be sure, but my sandwiches might not make it to lunch. I'm freaking hungry. I finished my coffee, most of it. I'll finish it right now. Finish my coffee. It's gone. Oh, geez. Now what am I going to do? got this, that's why I was mentioning this little loader is a hydrostatic loader, and it's got all sorts of fancy stuff over here, switches and whatnot. I've got the speed setting on 2. Auto level engaged, so I can level my bucket quickly without having to guess too much. There is a little bit of guesswork, but it takes a lot of the guesswork away. And then I got the float on, which, not the float is on, but what I meant to say is I've got the ride control on, so that helps smooth the ride so my back's not all messed up by the end of the day. And then I've got the rim pull function, because this is a hydrostatic loader. It doesn't have a regular sort of transmission. It's a hydraulically operated Chingus. So the rim pull function acts as a traction control. You can control the force to the rim, which sounds kind of funny, but it helps. It helps mitigate any sort of tire spinning that you might have. So that's interesting. And then on the joystick over here, this button says FNR for forward, neutral, reverse. It is your forward and reverse selector. Whereas an older machine... Oh, I'm on the radio here. Go ahead.
Turn the heat down in here.
Oh, are you hot? There's gonna be... Geez, I'm not sure, Steve. There's gonna be something. Let me come over there and see if I can help you. Okay, back to the documentation here. Steve was a little warm in his tractor over there, and these new machines are all digitized with touch screens and all this stuff, so you access that through the menu to shut your heater off. So interesting. Steve's just tearing that dividing berm down a little bit. Not a little bit, he's tearing it down a lot in an attempt to make it a little bit quicker for me to get in there and scoop it out, which it's helping. If I don't got to dig into the berm and I can just scoop a mostly loosened pile, that helps out quite a bit. So that's what Steve's doing. Steve's the one behind all this anyway. This would be Steve's doing. Steve's behind a lot of this stuff. Got a rocky section there. I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat another 1/4 of my lunch. 1/4 of my lunch is the equivalent of half a sandwich. So I'll have mustard in my mustache momentarily. Cool thing about running a loader is you could probably eat most of the day if you felt like it. And I like eating most of the day. So it's a perfect job for a guy like me. Just as long as I don't eat all of my lunch before it's lunchtime, which always happens. But if I can eat all my lunch before lunchtime, that means I can work through lunchtime, and that means more production, right? Yes.